Aerleum, it's making synthetic fuels and chemicals to replace fossil fuels in different industries, such as chemicals, maritime, aviation. And we have a unique way to do it because we capture CO2 from the air and we have a one-step process to turn that into these fuels and chemicals.
Caplyzer, we have come up with a new way of doing water electrolysis to produce hydrogens. You split water, but you only produce one gas at a time. So only produce hydrogen or oxygen. That means that the gases can never mix, which makes it safer. We also don't need expensive membranes or rare earth metals to keep the gases separated, which makes it a lot more cost efficient.
We're an Oxford University-based material science company developing sustainable materials and more specifically superabsorbents.
We need to find alternative for what we call hard-to-abate industries. So basically providing to these maritime, chemical, aviation companies a sustainable solution to replace their fossil fuels will help to mitigate climate change for the future generations.
So 40% of our global greenhouse emissions still come from heavy industries, which is why I think green hydrogen is important, because with that we could actually transform these heavy industries and hard-to-abate sectors to become more green and reach our global net zero scenario.
Diapers represent 4% of the landfill in Europe, which is a huge contributing factor. I think a bio-based and biodegradable solution could resolve this problem without needing all the infrastructure needed for recycling.
The maybe biggest challenge we have right now is to move from what we call lab scale to being a solution for the industry. So we need to scale the team, scale the technology, find the right go-to-market.
I think deep tech requires a different type of coaching and mentality, because how do you take a hardware deep tech technology and scale it fast and minimize the risks along the way?
We're at a really high level of performance compared to the synthetic materials, but of course there still needs to be research to arrive at the same price and performance as the synthetics to be able to wipe them out. So I think that's the main bottleneck and challenge for us.
With CDL, what we are targeting is to enter new markets and define what is the best go-to-market.
My expectations essentially are to meet incredible mentors that can sort of help on, for example, strategic partnerships, but secondary, it's connections that they can bring to move it along.
Open and honest feedback is what I expect from mentors. I think that can help us make relevant steps to actually progressing the company in a fast way and bring it to market.
Most importantly, I think also talking to other founders gives you an amazing knowledge, and I think sort of having like sort of a little network of founders which you bring at CDL is amazing.
In one word, what's CDL?
A door opener.